So here's a look at the blue and rose colored journal, and you can see the tags on the top, the smoothness on the bottom so it can stand up, the bling on the edge. I like to keep my covers without ornamentations, just something on the spine that shows when it's on the bookcase. But the actual front and back cover, because I'm sliding it in and out of a bookcase, or I'm stacking it, one on top of the other, I don't want them to be bulky or have items that are going to get ripped or pried off as I'm sliding them in and out. So that's just my personal thing. If you're just going to have yours sitting on a coffee table, then by all means decorate your cover to the max. So here we are looking inside, and this is one that I have started to write in because I was taking a class with Reverend Sarah, and it was supposed to restart last spring, and then the pandemic came, so I'm saving this until the next time I do a class with her. So it's only got writing in the beginning, but you can see all these little pockets. That swivels on a brad. That pocket is actually a little piece of lace. That's a magazine page. This little piñata, I cut the door so it opens, so there's a little inspirational something for me inside there. More just journaling on each page. This is a piece of parchment, and I wrote on it, and then I couldn't read what I wrote, so I took Sharpies on the back and colored it in a dark purple and then added stuff. Here's an envelope. So anyhow, once I colored the back of the parchment, I could once again read what I had written. So pages that are too long, if it's too long at the top, I fold it down to be a fold-up one. If it's too long in the bottom, I usually fold it up to be a pocket. This is just held on by washi tape. Little tuck spots. So some people cut their paper to fit the book exactly. I don't. I just use my scraps, and whatever shape or size the scraps are, that's what I use. So if it has a funny cut to it, I just work with it. Those were little notes from the class. It's nice if you have pockets you can put anything in. Now this is a more elaborate pocket system made out of 2 envelopes. So there's a pocket in the front, another pocket up top, a pocket in the side. And then on the inside, there's a pocket at the top on an angle, a pocket at the bottom on the angle. I like when I have little coordinating scraps of scrapbook paper so that everything goes together. I like playing with patterns. So more pockets. And like I said, it's made out of 2 envelopes, so you can kind of see the shape of the envelopes there. That's another piece of that lace that's used just differently. Magazine page. Just a little bit of trim. So scrap journals are great for using up all your little scraps that you might throw away after a project, because obviously that trim isn't enough to use on even a regular scrapbook page or on a piece of clothing. It's just too small, but for one side of a page it works great. There's a magazine page that I like the colors of. I use that right there was a photo of James and I that I accidentally printed on the wrong. I thought it was white paper, and I got upstairs and realized that it was colored paper in the machine. So saved it. See that where that's just got a little piece holding it to the other side, because that's the way the scrap was cut. Flowers, the Brad holding it on for the tag. Envelope, the magazine page. I love that pottery picture. That's the other side of that pottery one. This is a beautiful piece of magazine page that I just made into a pocket that flips out. Pocket. I didn't even fill it, so I could go back and put something in when I get there. I like that. It was a bumper sticker, I think, about adopting children, but worked for me. I don't have a car, but I have a scrapbook. There we go. Two little tiny tags that slide in and out of there. There's some beaded trim, another one of those, sewing projects where you just have a tiny bit left. I love that. It's like coral underwater. That's beautiful. And the colors really went with everything. So when I do a book, I try to have a color theme because I think it just keeps it more cohesive. So here's an example of a piece of scrapbook paper that was left over. It's cut in an odd shape. I just put it in the way it is. Fold one side one way, one the other way. A little quote from a calendar, I think. It's nice if you have flip down things. You can have hidden messages or things that you want to keep private, so somebody looking at it won't see it unless they actually flip it down or open it up. That's a paper clip that I just decorated, so it's easy to add things that way. And you can move them around. Another paper clip there, right? So it just holds a little journaling tag. Like that. Books and yarn. I mean, how much better can you get than that image? So if there's an image that speaks to you, maybe the whole page doesn't work as a page in your journal, but you can obviously cut that section out and use it as a pocket or use it as a decorative item on top. Here's another envelope, and I've just used washi tape to block out the address so people don't see somebody's personal address. So I'm using this journal exactly for that, to write in, but it would look very different if I was doing it as an art journal and I wanted art on every page. I leave a lot of blank areas just for writing and a lot of journaling cards. Oh, I love that piece of magazine paper. The other one, push that washi down. That was made out of advertisement for rings. Those two thin pockets. And I like thin pockets because if you have the little strips that you often do left over from a scrapbooking project, you have a little strip, you can write a quote on it, and it's just the right size. And in the back there is a piece of a tin from an iced tea can. And I usually keep an elastic on there too, just in case I need to put something in and I don't want to lose it. So there it is.